Welcome to Put You On. My name is Michael. I'm here with my dad.
Hey everyone, it's Mike.
And today we're listening to a new album that just came out a couple days ago. It is Taylor Swift's new album.
Let me see, something midnight or nighttime or something?
So Midnight's was the one that everyone was requesting, which was her last album, which was 2020, I think. But this is, if you remember a little while back when we did that last Taylor one, I was telling you how she is in the process of remaking all her albums because of the manager that basically took all her album rights.
She reclaimed them for herself.
Yeah, so she already had done that with one of her records, or two of her records. So this is just continuing in that series of her old albums that she is now recreating. So I've never heard the original one. Obviously, I said in the other ones.
Yeah,
me and you both
catching up. Yeah,
everything is brand new to us. So what she did was basically, it's the whole album, beginning to end, that's completely re-recorded in current time, and then a collection of tracks that are new also. At the end, I think maybe 5 tracks that are like unreleased or new tracks. Like I said before, it's an hour and 45 minutes, I think. So we're going to do half of it now. And then if people want to see the second half, they can. But, yeah, that's just a very long... I mean, we did it with Kendrick too, because that was like...
We broke it up into
anything that's over like an hour
two.
and 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I think it's better to...
Yeah.
Because then you don't want to get like, just fading out. And I think it's better to have a fresh mind if something's that long.
I agree.
Like remember with Kendrick, that we did do in one night.
Yeah.
But that was
and it was a long day today.
That was a massive...
So,
yeah. So it's 22...
I had coffee though, so wherever you want to cut it, it's fine with me.
So yeah, we'll do half of it now.
Okay.
And then if you want the second part, Taylor fans, I'm sure they're excited to see our reactions. Yeah, you could let us know if you want the second part.
Duh.
So again,
I gotta be like, duh.
Yeah. The original is 2010. This one just came out a couple of days ago. She's on tour now, so...
What's it called?
Yeah, I never even said it. Speak Now.
Speak Now. Okay.
And then any of the new ones are now called Taylor's Version. So it's Speak Now, Taylor's Version. And then each track is the same track name, but Taylor's Version. So everyone is original track title, Taylor's Version. But yeah, so we won't be catching any additions or musical changes.
Exactly.
So we'll just let you know up front that we're not going to be able to comment on any of that.
Wouldn't know if it was sped up, slowed down.
But we can just comment on it as just new music because it's all fresh.
It's new to us, yeah.
So yeah, track 1 is called Mine, Taylor's Version. That's the intro track.
Okay.
In college, working part-time, waiting tables, left a small town, never looked back. I was a flight risk with a fear of falling, wondering why we bother with love if it never lasts. I say, can you believe it? You remember we were sitting there by the water, you put your arm around me for the first time. You are the best thing that's ever been mine. Flash forward and we're taking on the world together. And there's a drawer of my things at your place. You made a rebel of a careless man's careful daughter. You are the best thing that's ever been mine.
Very, very country, new country. Like reminds me of when I started hearing like your sister listening to country music, where it was the modern guitar country versus like what I remember country. Yeah, heavy on guitar.
Production's a little heavier than what we heard on the last couple.
Yeah.
took me by surprise.
Like definitely hit based.
Yeah, brighter, punchier.
You said, I remember how we felt sitting by the water. We're gonna make it now. And I can see it. I can see it now.
What'd you think?
I mean, I liked it. It's catchy.
I like it.
It's so different from I remember the intros of the two albums we did. I mean, we're so somber and serious and sharp. This is very like punchy and a little poppy, I guess, a little more hit
Driven.
but still has the country guitars, like
Yep.
you said, and
Yep.
structure.
Slide guitar, and I feel her voice here is very crisp, very fresh, very young sounding for sure.
Yeah.
Songwriting I liked. It reminded me of I'm a fan of John Mellencamp's, and he's considered rock, but he does have a good country base to it, and this felt like rock country mix, a nice blend of it, like
Yeah.
not heavy rock, not heavy country. So her lyrics and her verse, her voice carried this one a lot, I felt.
Yeah. Track 2 is called Sparks Fly, so I'd imagine this is following the same, young love, if that's what it's about, I would imagine. Yes.
Well, unless it's fireworks. Sparks will fly.
It's just a song about pyrotechnics. No love.
Still up.
Yeah.
The way you move is like a full-on rainstorm, and I'm a house of cards. You're the kind of reckless that should send me running, but I kind of know that I won't get far. Now, meet me in the pouring rain. Kiss me on the sidewalk, take away the pain, 'cause I see sparks fly whenever you smile. Give me with those green eyes, baby, as the lights go down. Give me something that'll haunt me when you're not around. I'm on my guard for the rest of the world, but with you, I know it's no good. And I could wait patiently, but I really wish you would drop everything down. Meet me in the pouring rain. Kiss me on the sidewalk, take away the pain whenever you smile.
Yeah.
It's hard not to.
No, I mean,
Wow, but-
her guitar, her acoustic, I know she plays this on stage.
My fingers through your hair and watch the lights go wild, and the sparks fly.
I mean, I like that one even better
Me
than
too,
the
I
first
like it
one.
more. So good. So catchy.
I mean, I think it reminds me of one of those things where, like, you're if someone were to send you a demo tape and you're hearing it and you're like, wow, who is that?
Yes.
It's
It's like you can work backwards and think what were
it
people
must
thinking
have
at this
felt
time.
like. Yeah.
Yeah. Which I know she was already big at this. This wasn't like her first album or anything, but she was still very early in her career.
And as a matter of fact, I think the albums that we just heard,
Yeah.
this is more what I guess I thought we were going to hear.
Right.
Like, I didn't expect those songs to be written the way they were and the sounds the way they
so
were.
delicate. And,
Yeah, this is still, it doesn't sound like she's gone through much hurt, much experience with relationships. It's still all, newfound love, and sparks
Yeah.
will fly. We're brand new, and you're the one. But musically and vocally,
Yeah, it's
very good.
I mean, guitar grooves, drum grooves. The choruses are, again, it's like not to say predictable in a negative way, but so far off the first two, it's like, I guess more punchy, hook heavy.
It's right what I remember of
Yeah.
the time when it felt like, I was surprised that this is where country was going.
Track 3 is called Back to December.
Is that coconut thing?
Yeah, it tastes like shit.
Oh, why are you drinking it?
There's nothing else in there.
Fucking
I drank
alcoholic.
everything else.
Drink moonshine if you had it. I don't.
I'm so glad you made time to see me. How's life? Tell me, how's your family? I haven't seen them in a while. So this is me swallowing my pride, standing in front of you, saying I'm sorry for that night. And I go back to December all the time.
Nice electric guitar effect there.
And strings.
Yeah.
I'm missing you, wishing I'd realize what I had when you were mine. I go back to December, turn around and make it alright. These days I haven't been sleeping, staying up, playing back myself, leaving when your birthday passed and I didn't call. And I think about summer, all the beautiful times I watched you laughing from the passenger side and realized I loved you in the fall. And then the cold came, the dark days when fear crept into my mind. Back to December all the time.
She just knows how to sing a song, boy.
I miss your tan skin, your sweet smile, so good to me, so right. And how you held me in your arms that September. I go back to December all the time.
The strings are such a nice touch.
Yeah,
So
very
white.
epic. I mean, the whole beginning, the way it began so, innocently, like just catching up with it, an old flame and, how's it going, the weather and, general talk. But then, her mind just like raced right back to as if it was yesterday,
Yeah. It's just fucking
Beautiful.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
I love that. I love the more, it's like a little more of the strip back like we had on the other 2 albums we did. But this one has a little more of that epicness of
Like a
strings
true
and
ballad, like
crescendos
one that would be in her catalog. Like you would want to hear it at the concert, no matter
yeah,
what.
but I don't know what it is about the way she does songs. I don't know. It's something different. It doesn't sound cheesy or
You know what?
don't
It's
know.
like she really initially, and I think to this day, comes across as the girl next door, the everyday girl next door who has just like that innocent personality, that innocent life, but who occasionally gets hurt, but doesn't really hold too bad of a grudge. Kind of takes it out on herself,
Yeah.
like gosh,
we
I
get to
didn't
hear-
really appreciate what I had,
we get to hear all the inner workings of
Yeah.
everything that she's
Yeah.
for is the title track. It's called Speak Now.
I am not the kind of girl who should be rudely barging in on a white veil occasion, but you are not the kind of boy who should be marrying the wrong girl. I sneak in and see your friends is yelling at a bridesmaid.
See what I mean?
Send
Like,
her back inside
girl
her
next
room
door
where
feel
the
like,
crowd
how
shaped
could you
like a
leave me,
pastry.
boy?
Yes, yes. Don't say yes, run away now. I'll meet you when you're out of the church at the back door. Don't wait or say a single vow. You need to hear me out. And they said, speak now.
Oh, I get it.
Like any rom-com,
Yeah.
But I know you? Don't say yes, run away now. I'll meet you when you're out of the church at the back door. I hear the preacher say, speak now or forever hold your peace. There's a silence, there's my last chance. I stand up with shaking hands, all eyes on.
Did you hear the church organ come in at that part? She's talking about the preacher.
Everyone in the room, but I'm only looking at you. So glad you were around when they said speak now.
A little tongue in cheek.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
a little. That was a little cheesy.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like, every rom-com that, mom likes and I don't. Like, I mean, I can see sitting through those movies, but they're always so predictable.
Yeah,
Boy gets girl, boy loses girl, girl comes back to try
hoops
to
in like the last minute.
or the guy does, Yeah,
it's a little psychotic.
Yeah. I mean, she never really said though what she did when it got to the point of speak now.
No, it was
she
just
kind of avoided that,
Yeah, it just like builds up like
Yeah.
her in the wedding. And I mean, production is great.
Yeah.
I like the acoustic and electric guitar blend, like the acoustic strums and the electric riffs. But yeah, I mean, subject matter wise, it's
Right. It was pretty sing-songy.
track 5 is called Dear John. This is a 7-minute track, by the way. I just noticed that.
Oh.
Long were the nights when my days once revolved around you. Counting my footsteps, praying the floor won't fall through again. And my mother accused me of losing my mind, but I swore I was fine. And I lived in your chess game, but you changed the rules every day.
It's a good line.
Wondering which version of you I might get on the phone tonight. Dear John, I see it all now that you're gone. Don't you think I was too young to be messed with? The girl in the dress cried the whole way home. I should have known.
Production is gorgeous.
And you'll add my name to your long list of traitors who don't understand. And I look back and regret how I ignored when they said run as fast as you can. Dear John,
don't know who's gonna go first, but I mean, it for me, when you said 7 minutes, the pace of it really kept up with the feel of not rushing through this, like really getting my message out, really getting, I mean, now you don't have the lyrics up, so you know how this struck me then. Long were my nights when my days revolved around you.
That was the same one that I was gonna bring up.
I mean,
off the bat, I was like,
I
"Oh
think,
shit!"
and then the very, counting the steps, probably couldn't wait to see him again the next day.
What was the line about the
my
red
mother thought I
painting
was
turning
great.
blue?
Yeah, the chess. Yeah,
And the chess game where every day
that was
different
great.
rules. Oh man,
I mean, she really, and so clearly it's obviously coming from the perspective of a young girl with an older guy, I would think, like she's saying, you should have known better than to mess with someone. But boy, men are just fucking pigs. I mean, let's be honest.
that was a yeah. Who the fuck?
I mean, right?
How was she going through this at 19?
At 19.
Like
and
we had all these conversations with the other albums, and this was an older.
because again, I
30s.
I really believe, and again, whether she experienced it or not, right? To have the feeling, to be able to convey the feeling of someone who maybe didn't, that's a gift in itself.
But her voice in that last minute,
Carrying those notes,
stretching those notes with the
it's
guitar.
like she's crying out with her voice, achingly so. Boy, that was just phenomenal.
I'm texting my sister in the middle of us recording because I need to say that song was crazy. I can't
Yeah.
wait until after before I forget it.
Me and Dad are like
Me
blown
and
away.
Dad just heard Dear
John,
John.
holy cow.
Yeah. And even when I saw 7 minutes, I was like, ugh.
Yeah, right.
But then I was like, I
No,
completely
it was like-
forgot when it started.
It's like watching a movie.
Yeah. And the imagery. Oh my God. We could probably make a whole video on this song. But
Wow.
track 6 is called Mean. I feel like I want something upbeat now just to
Yeah.
pull me out.
yeah.
Of it. But I wouldn't be sad if it wasn't.
No.
You, with your words like knives and swords and weapons that you use against me.
Well,
You
I guess it has to be.
knock me off my feet
I guess it would have had to be
again,
something with a
feeling
banjo
like
to
nothing you.
break us out of it.
With your voice like nails on a chalkboard, calling me out when I'm
Maybe I think I may have heard this.
Heard it? Yeah.
Picking on the
Well,
this is a
weak
not
popular one.
surprising if it was on the radio back then. You were probably,
Well,
Yeah.
you can take
Jesus,
me
you were in
down.
minivan. Those were minivan
Just
days.
one single
5th grade, 4th grade.
blow.
Yeah, you were being in the minivan.
You don't
I think.
know
I
what
feel like
you
I know this
don't
song.
know. Someday I'll be living in a big old city.
Oh, yeah, I do know that.
Yeah, me too.
that's
That
a
has
good
to be
one.
Megan.
Never gonna be as me.
Oh, this is a good song.
Yeah.
You have pointed out my flaws again, as if I don't already see them. I walk with my head down, trying to block you out, 'cause I'll never impress you. I just wanna feel okay again. Drunk and grumbling on about how I can't sing, but all you are is mean.
Crazy to think that this was a hit song. It's so simple. Banjo singing.
It was
That was like a #1 song. It's pretty
Refreshing.
crazy.
Well,
Compared to what's #1s now.
a lot of soccer moms with girls riding around and,
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's good.
And all you're ever gonna be is mean. Why you gotta be so mean?
yeah, I mean, that, hearing her sing that now, I'm sure hearing her even sing that in concert, just one of those feel good. Oh yeah, I remember this one. It's a classic of hers. We all have to hear it, whether it's in her encore set or whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
Wait till I get my money right.
you can't not sing this,
Yeah, it's a
It's
hit.
a hit of hers and everybody loves it.
That is a nice follow-up to Dear
Oh,
John.
you had to have something.
Like a nice, like,
Yeah. Otherwise, I'd be emotionally
Nice little swing.
vapid after listening
Yeah.
to this.
yeah, that's a great combo right there.
Yeah, well done.
Track 7 is The Story of Us. Very punk. Well, Avril Lavigne.
Oh, very much so. Yeah, yeah.
I used to know my place was the spot next to you. Now I'm searching the room for an empty seat. 'Cause lately I don't even know what page you're on. Oh, a simple complication. Miscommunications lead to fallout. So many things that I wish you knew. So many walls up I can't break through. Now I'm standing alone in a crowded room and we're not speaking. And the story of us looks a lot like a tragedy now. Next chapter. But you held your pride like you should have held me. Oh, I'm scared to see the ending. Why are we pretending this is nothing? I tell you I miss you, but I don't know how. I don't know what to say since the twist of fate when it all broke down. And the story of us looks a lot like a tragedy now. I don't know what to say since the twist of fate 'cause we're going down. And the story of us looks a lot like a tragedy now. The end.
I almost feel like a teenage girl. I mean, I swear to God, like I didn't expect to be
You're morphing. You're transforming
like
like in an anime.
like we're jumping up and down on the front of the concert. I
It's
got
just
my
catchy.
braces on it. Yeah,
It's hard to not like when we do this. It's like if we didn't like it, there's no you can't fake enjoying it. You genuinely can't.
right.
If it's boring us or it's lame,
Right.
I mean, there was the one track we both were like,
Yeah,
that's-
bubblegummy. Yeah.
But
right.
it's like the tracks that are hitting is like there's no explaining
No,
it.
there's
It's just
right. There's no right. It's not right.
not-
My
we're not
reaction
putting
and your
it on.
reaction are not coming from like.
if I didn't
script.
like it, I didn't. I mean,
Right.
I can't hide
But
that.
You know what I think? I think whether we're watching movies about owning a restaurant, starting a restaurant, or whether we're watching movies about or anything that requires, such dedication, you can't appreciate how seamless something the result
Yeah,
of what effort goes into it.
Yeah.
Like I think too many people take for granted
what goes
or
into
sports, even sports
it?
events.
Anything. Track 8 is called "Never Grow Up." I like the mixture of
Yeah, nice up and
upbeat
down.
and stripped back.
It's like you feel like you're in a club and she knows exactly how to work the crowd.
Yeah, like let's take it down for a second.
Yeah,
Your
yeah.
hands wrapped around my finger and it's so quiet in the world tonight. Your little eyelids flutter 'cause you're dreaming, so I tuck you in, turn on your favorite night light. To you, everything's funny. You got nothing to regret. I'd give all I have, honey, if you could stay like that. Oh, darling, don't you ever grow up. Don't you ever grow up. Just stay this little. Oh, darling, don't you ever grow up. Don't you ever grow up. It can stay this simple. I won't let nobody hurt you. You're in the car on the way to the movies and you're mortified your mom's dropping you off. At 14, there's just so much you can't do, and you can't wait to move out someday and call your own shots. But don't make her drop you off around the block. Remember that she's getting older too, and don't lose the way that you dance around in your PJs getting ready for school. Oh, darling, don't you ever grow up. Don't you ever grow up. Just stay this little. Memorize what it sounded like when your dad gets home. Remember the footsteps, remember the words said, and all your little brother's favorite songs. I just realized everything I have is someday gonna be gone. So here I am in my new apartment in a big city. They just dropped me off. Could stay this simple. I won't let nobody hurt you. Won't let no one break your heart. And even though you want to, please try to never go. Just to never grow. Never grow up. Just to never grow up.
Can't believe I never heard it before.
I was just gonna say that. You took the words. So how the fuck have we not heard that? How have I not heard that?
I don't know. How is it not like, I mean, I guess it must have been played at weddings, but man, I dropping at the corner and yeah, huh? Everybody's done that. Each one of you did that.
Oof. I thought Dear John was a tough one, but that was that was brutal.
Yeah, that was good. You want to stop it and go get
Yeah.
it? Yeah.
I gotta blow my nose. Track 9 is called Enchanted.
There I was again tonight, forcing laughter, faking smiles, same old tired, lonely place.
Oh, I hear the difference in her voice
Walls
now.
Yeah.
of insincerity,
I mean,
shifting
sounds
eyes
like
and
the maturity,
vacancy,
yeah.
vanished when I saw your face. All I can say is it was enchanting to meet you. I was enchanted to meet you. This night is sparkling, don't you let it go. I'm wonderstruck, blushing all the way home.
Yeah, this sounds more like what I know of Taylor Swift now. Like this sounds like a new or
It
new
could have
song.
been on the latest one.
Yeah, which says a lot about
Yeah.
the level she was writing
Yeah.
at this time.
Lingering question kept me
But the voice is so
up to
strong.
AM. Who do you love? I
So
wonder
confident.
But you hear the
why
maturity.
awake, enchanted to meet you.
Again with the
Strings again.
Yeah.
This night is sparkling, don't you let it go. I'm wonderstruck, blushing all the way home. This is me praying that this was the very first page, not where the storyline ends. My thoughts will echo your name until I see you again. These are the words I held back as I was leaving too soon. I was enchanted to meet you. This night is sparkling, don't you let it go. I'm wonderstruck, blushing all the way home. I'll spend forever. Please don't have somebody waiting on you.
Yeah, I mean, she knows how to write a ballad too. I mean,
Beautiful.
the musicality, you know, the harmony,
Oh man.
right?
Every aspect.
Guitar,
Yeah.
the stopping,
The vocal pans, the backing vocals, drums.
I mean, what was other than wanting to take control of the rights, right? What was there? I mean, I'm really, really curious now to hear these same songs from the original version.
Me
and,
too.
And what about it made her, other than, like I said, just wanting to own the rights?
Yeah.
Is there anything about it that she did differently from
Yeah.
the original version? I'm
Yeah.
really, my interest is so piqued on that because,
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
like, if she changed nothing, that would be surprising, right?
Yeah, to me. But again, I don't know. This is an assumption, but it seems like all that orchestral, like the string sections and the live drums and guitar, I felt like maybe that's like, I feel like if she was in the more hit mindset there, I feel like that would be more synthetic or more toned down. Like some of the grand orchestral things, I feel like I don't know. Maybe it's the same.
Yeah, or
that
or
seems
was
like
this,
it would be a new addition.
yeah, or was this one like a sped up, like it was the original version, a quicker tempo,
And she slowed it down.
She chose some of these ones.
Yeah, like is the original Dear John 7 minutes? I don't know.
Right. And what a difference. I mean, I thought from the first 2-3 tracks how upbeat they were.
Me
I
too.
thought this was going to be poppy.
That's what I thought we were
all
going to
the
get.
way,
And I was still
right?
enjoying it.
Yeah, but
This has hit a big
it took a
stride here.
yeah.
Songwriting and production. And next track is called Better Than Revenge.
Now go stand in the corner and think about what you did.
We were saying that today about the Mets. Spend this All-Star break.
They're in timeout.
The story starts when it was hot and it was summer and I had it all, I had him right there where I wanted him. She came along, got him alone, and let's hear the applause. She took him faster than you could say sabotage. I never saw it coming.
Another
when I
punkish
suspected it.
one, like
I underestimated
Avril.
just
Yeah.
who I was dealing with. He was a moth to the flame, she was holding the matches. Whoa. Soon she's gonna find stealing other people's toys on the playground will make you many friends. She should keep in mind, there is nothing I do better than revenge. Or pushing people down to get you where you wanna go. They didn't teach you that in prep school, so it's up to me. That no amount of vintage dresses gives you dignity. She's not a saint and she's not what you think. She's an actress. Whoa. Do you still feel like you know what you're doing? I don't think you do. I don't think you do. It's a new applause. And show me how much better you are. See, you deserve some applause. 'Cause you're so much better. She took him faster than you could say sabotage.
Felt more like
If that reminded me
that
of the
felt more
Speak
like
Now.
what I would expect of a 19-year-old.
Yeah,
If I didn't know that she had this other talent.
of course. Yeah. This is how I felt with this fourth track, the Speak Now, the
Yeah.
wedding one. It's like,
Right.
I get it.
Yeah. I mean, it had a little bit of production tweaking back
Yeah.
and forth of the speaking voice, but yeah,
Pretty straightforward.
not much lyrically, nothing
Yeah.
complicated or deep.
Track 11 is called Innocent.
I guess you really did it this time. Left yourself in your warpath. Lost your balance on a tightrope. Lost your mind trying to get it back.
Very muted drums.
Yeah. Super
Wasn't
soft.
it easier in your lunchbox days? It's alright, just wait and see. Your string of lights is still bright to me. Oh, who you are is not where you've been. You're still an innocent.
Oh, the drums picked up.
But
after that.
still muted.
Yeah.
I mean, their power is there, but they're definitely muted.
Did some things you can't speak of. light, you live it all again. Wasn't it beautiful, running wild till you fell asleep, before the monsters caught up to you? It's alright, just wait and see. Your string of lights is still bright to me. Oh, who you are is not where you've been. You're still an innocent. Lights change like the weather. I hope you remember, today is never too late to be brand new.
I like the lyrics of this better than I like the arrangement. I like the arrangement, but it feels more like poetry
Yeah.
that's having a hard time fitting to the song. That's my opinion.
I
I like how much her voice is standing out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they definitely keeping it
Yeah.
ahead of the instruments.
Lost your balance on a tightrope. Ooh. It's never too late to get it back.
Yeah, I like the song. It just felt like, yeah, I mean, if it was the end of the album, I would say, yeah, fine. The whole thing worked so far. But there was something I felt like it felt like a struggle to have the lyrics fit. Like, it felt like a nice poem being read and trying to put music to it. Like, it felt like the lyrics were written really well, but how do you get the right sound to it? Like, at least the middle there, it just felt like, I can't describe it. There was a point where it felt like she like either trying to rhyme or trying to fit it in musically. It's
I don't know, I like that. I like the muted drums. I liked it. I
it
liked
was different. Yeah,
I liked how because it kept like a swing to the whole song, but her vocals were still
yeah. I mean, this
the star
again. This
and
would
the lyrics.
this would be one I would love to hear the original. Like, did they
See what they
put
changed.
her behind?
Yeah, yeah.
She can't carry that.
But I mean, vocally and songwriting, that was fucking great. Great. Right? Who you are is not where you've been.
I mean,
That's a great line.
Yeah,
And it kind of goes back to what you were saying. Like, she's literally saying here that also she's mentioning being 32. I don't know if she changed that lyric for this or if she actually.
Oh, good. Right,
You know
because
what I
I was
mean?
thinking, well,
Like,
this
does she say a different number in the original, or is
Right,
that just a
and-
coincidence?
and going back to the one that I talked about where she was like,
I have to look up how old she
growing
is
up and
just to
being
see.
hit, someday I'll be big enough and you can't hit me.
Yeah, and she's 33 now, so that's a pretty strange coincidence. If that is the actual lyric, that's nuts. I don't know if that's the actual lyric in the original or if she tweaked it, but
Well, even if it was the original, again, that's when I could see the other one being like not a biographical type of lyric, but just scenario, a character. This is a character who she's singing about who, was
right.
maybe a friend who was put down constantly by her dad and smacked around and grew up and
Yeah.
telling her one day, don't worry, one day I'll be big enough and you can't hit me anymore.
But I love that sentiment of
Don't worry,
like
you're
that you're
still-
always it's like what you're saying,
Yep.
like you can keep that innocence. It doesn't have to die just because you're in your 30s or you're in your late 20s or you're not that kid anymore. Like
right,
obviously you mature in a bunch of different ways,
right,
relationship wise,
yeah.
self wise, but
Yeah.
you can still keep an innocence
Unfortunately, as you
or
do
try to.
age, life is life and life is hard. It really is hard, and you need to be reminded of innocence. And we become jaded. You watch any of these nature shows, right? And you see how the older gorilla is trying to hold on to whatever last, here come the young bucks trying to push him out of the way, but he's got the maturity still. But eventually you have to realize your limitations. So I'm saying, or you know, the coyote eats the fox and the hawk eats the fish. There's always winners and losers.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You're not this. You're not. It doesn't have to be that you are your successes or your failures. It's okay, whatever you are, you know. But if you are losing at life or losing, it's not the end. It can stop right there. You know? But it's nice to be reminded in a song that, or in any self-help thing, right?
Yeah.
Hey, stop, take a breath. Yes, that happened, but it didn't end you.
Yeah.
You know, you will grow from it. But boy,
We're gonna stop here. This is halfway through the album.
yeah, it
So
was
there's
quite a roller
still
coaster.
another 11 tracks
That's
after
amazing.
this. It's a long fucking album.
That's amazing. All that songwriting at that early age. Wow.
Yeah. Well, like I said, the last I think 5 or 6 here are new songs.
But still,
the
power of what we've heard.
I mean, some of these tracks I'm genuinely cannot believe I've never heard them and how good they were, like the Dear John and Never Grow Up.
Agreed.
Besides those 2 tracks that we were kind of on,
Right.
I mean,
Right.
the level at which it's hitting us and the level at which I'm enjoying it, even because again, it's new for me too.
Yeah.
Whereas 90% of the time on this channel, like I've said, it's
Yeah.
me showing you things that I am already endeared to.
Right. No, this is a good experience.
I'm very
But
surprised at how much
or like
I'm
you said,
loving
even
it.
mean. I mean, the fact that within moments we
Oh,
both
it's-
had a recollection of something we heard 10 years ago and
Yeah.
maybe not even ever again, and
Yeah.
just have it bounce right back.
It's
Shows how much they played it.
yeah, and I cannot imagine what, like, this is such a already has been a somewhat emotional experience halfway through this album for us. I can't even imagine what this must have been like or what this is like for her to go through these songs again and to go back there and to recreate
Well,
them.
I'm very.
and that's
I
amazing.
say she's got tons to be proud of. First of all, for getting whatever battle she went through to get the rights back.
The fact that it's working is
Well, to go through whatever legal battle
Yeah,
she
yeah.
had to go through to get them to be hers.
yeah.
That's number one. And then, like you said, to take the time then, to in the middle of a touring year to put out.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah. We are very clearly, as you've heard, if you've been watching, uneducated on a lot of this. So if you want to speak on this first half as a Taylor fan, as someone who's heard this album or has lived with this album for a long time, or if it's your first time hearing it with us, any of the above, let us know how it's affected you or how you are taking this album as an older person or someone who has heard this before.
Yeah. And I would say too, if you, don't be like maybe I would, if you see that it's, because what we've really wanted to do on this channel is just always like experience music, right? You showing me your music, and then along the way I showed you a little bit of mine.
Yeah.
Now you listen to something together. I would say don't shy away from watching to just get a snippet. Obviously, we can't play the whole song, but to
See if it piques your interest at all.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Along with everything, along with all
anything.
the other artists.
Yeah,
we listen.
I mean,
to.
I'm a pretty diehard hip hop fan, as you know, through this channel, and if you've been watching the channel. My dad, as he said just in this video, is a diehard hard rock or classic rock fan.
Yeah.
I don't think it'd be a stretch at all for us to say that either of us would not go out of our way
Gravitate to each other
to pick this album or pick a new Taylor Swift album.
That's true.
I just genuinely don't think I would, but it's amazing that we have this platform where, I'm doing
Wherever
it because it's a new album.
Yeah, and everybody's commenting and saying you got to listen, you got to listen.
And just genuinely just being open to it. And
Right,
I
right.
mean, when
Why
you
not?
are, you see the effects. I mean, it's great.
I would have
It's great
felt
music.
gypped to not have experienced. And I mean, here we've got a family member who's completely obsessed with her. She went to the concert.
Yeah.
I feel like now more connected. Like she never came to me or you and said you have to listen to this.
Yeah.
It's
But now it's like, oh shit.
yeah, yeah,
Where have we been?
yeah.
So yeah, leave a like, leave a comment. If you're new here, consider subscribing. We post a new video every week. Listen to a new album every week. And And yeah, we'll possibly see you for the second half of this album. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. And we'll see you next week with a new album and a new video. Peace.